Hey Gretchen, this is Daniel from Josh and Danny SEO. Mary gave me the go ahead to go and send this over to you guys. It's kind of just like, I guess, a website audit, letting you know what's going on and seeing if there's anything that can be done differently. So, right off the bat, this is great to have. I don't know if it's really, pertinent to have on your website. Kind of does take up space on that one. This is great. Typically, you'll see it more on the left side over here. You do want your phone number right here, right? Because here's the thing: you want somebody to come on here, scroll over everything that you have, right? So let's say I'm looking for painting. I'm going to click on painting, and then I'm immediately going to read about it, and then hopefully call you. The idea is that they're on your website for as little amount of time as possible. But then as we scroll through, commercial division, that's good. Uh, introducing yourself, get a free estimate. Our painting company. Perfect. I love you guys. You actually talk about what it is you do. So many people do not, and it bothers me. You have a decent amount of stuff in here. Um, Professional interior painters local to Richmond. I would probably remove local too, because that's a buyer intent keyword. And a keyword is what somebody might put into Google to find you. And a buyer intent keyword is when they're very location and very service specific. So painters, Richmond, Virginia. That is very specific. But going through exactly what it is you do is very good. Home remodeling, talking to them about. Oh, I like that layout actually. It's very nice, and then get an estimate, and then you're done. So nothing wrong with that. Overall solid, but there is more that can be done. I would say content as far as getting more of that on here because you have more than just those services. So I would talk about each and every one of them just to give people a good idea. But let's take a look at the back end of the business over here. See how Google looks at you guys. So right off the bat, your UR and DR rating. A UR rating is how good your website is. A DR rating is how much Google does trust you. Now they're pretty good. All right, they're in the 29 and 35 range. You want them to be a ratio of 1 to 1 in the 30s and 40s, so that's pretty good right there. And then you have backlinks, right? A backlink is what's going to power these guys. Now, not all of them are created equal. Some of them are more spammy than others, like BuzzFeed and Wikipedia pages. You definitely want like strong blogs that talk about painters and stuff like that. Now, a backlink is where you have your website linked somewhere else and somebody can click on it, and a referring domain is when they do click on it and it comes back to you. That's a referring domain. Now, out of all of these referring domains, again, we want good, strong ones. Seems like you have about 403 of them that are do follow that come right back to you. How strong they are, I have no idea, but obviously you're doing something right. Now, you do have 506 organic keywords with 405 organic traffic, so that's pretty good. But let's take a look at behind the scenes and see what those 506 keywords are, because typically you're going to want to see about 3 to 4 times the amount of traffic to the keywords. Here's why. Carpentry and painting experts, 100 people a month search for it. You're getting 36 of them. Now, again, this is who you guys are, which is why you're in position 1 for it, but you're getting about 30%. 35% of that one. Problem is that this is not a very specific keyword to location. It's what we would call an international keyword. Anyone in the United States can search for it. So that's a big problem. Fix and paint, same exact thing. Anyone in the world. Painting experts, anyone in the world can search for it. This one, no. Painters Richmond, 500 a month search for that. You got 12 because you're on the page number 2. Painters in Richmond, 500 a month. You have 10 coming to your website because you're on page number 2. So you do have some of these good buyer intent keywords. Problem is that you are not on page number 1 for this stuff. You're on page number 2, which means that once you get onto page number 1 with the numbers you're showing, you should easily increase your incoming people by about, I don't know, maybe 100, 200 people. Local painting contractor is not going to help you out because it's not location specific. Let's take a look at what a location specific keyword might do for you. Painters, Richmond, Virginia, right? So right off the bat, we got a Google guarantee. We got our GMB, Google My Business Profile. Very important to get in here. About 30 to 40% of all people who click on anything will click on one of these 3 guys. So that's a lot of business right there. But then we have our organic search. Anyone can rank in here as long as you know what you're doing. So we got Yelp, Home Advisor, Hughes, and then Wow One Day Painting. So these guys are actually going to be your competitors at the moment. Let's see. Oh, we definitely have the wrong one over here. So let's take a look at Wow One Day Painters. So they're a franchise, so I mean they're just simply going to interconnect. Thing about a 888 number is that people don't like when it's not a local number. So they might lose people that way. And if you are local, then you have a step up. But House Painters Richmond, VA, they are still number 1. Pretty much, if you look at any of their websites, they all look pretty much the same, and they don't have a lot of content. But professional house painters in Richmond. See, house painters in Richmond. That's an excellent keyword right there. And as you look through, you'll start seeing that they do have those. And these, by the way, are links to other things that they do. I don't know why. Not all of them are links to different things. Eco-friendly. Just a lot of talking about what it is they actually do, which is something you really do want. Commercial Richmond painters. That is Those are keywords. So overall, they're doing really well with it. As far as content wise, they do have it. Google does want to say about 1,500, 2,000 words of content on your homepage alone, talking about the services you offer. Even if you have your entire website combined on one thing, that's definitely okay, as long as the content makes sense. But taking a look at the back end over here, they have a higher DR rating than you as far as trust rating goes. They do have a less of a UR rating, but again, the entire UR rating is for everything here, not just the wowonedaypainting.com or oneday.com. They do have only 37 backlinks, but again, it's just for this entire back page, not even the main one. The main one would have probably more than you guys do. But they do have 8 referring domains, 85 different organic keywords just for Richmond alone. So let's take a look at what those organic keywords are and why they're getting that much traffic. This is the wrong person. Ah, sorry, I was helping a handyman out earlier, and we, kind of did an audit on his site, see how he's doing. Turns out people don't really look much for handymen these days. They really want to start searching for, specific things on how you can help. Okay, let's take a look. So they got painters in Richmond, 500 a month. They're getting 58 people because they're in position number 5. Painter Richmond, same thing. Painters in Richmond, same thing. They're in the first page, therefore they are getting the traffic for it. As opposed to randomly putting, see, residential painting services, Richmond, VA. So they're very specific on buyer intent keywords, which is why they're getting good leads, which is why they're getting people to their website that are looking to buy. They're bringing in, see, I was at 85 people a month. They're bringing to their website 675. So typically you want to see about 4 times more than the amount. They're doing excellent with 675 people coming to the website. Now, not all of those will be jobs, about probably, I don't know, maybe 25% of these will be jobs. But regardless, they're getting that. So how does this really help you, Gretchen? Honestly, all we got to do is find out. I wouldn't even find out, backlinks and referring domains wise, because I mean, obviously, maybe you want to do an audit on them, see if there are things you can change there. But I would probably take a look at your organic keywords, purge the ones that are just too national, and I would put the ones in that actually serve you for the location you're in. And then, hopefully it'll bring down a lot of the bad organic traffic that are getting for your international keywords and bring up your good organic traffic that will be excellent new jobs. That's all I got. If you do have any questions, oh yeah, content is key, right? If you get more content in there talking about that, that'll give you the ability to add those keywords in there, which will help you rank. But that's all I got. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Other than that, you guys have a good day.